Hi, boys and girls. In math, for the next several days, we are going to be working on story problems. So we took a little bit, we worked on time one day, we worked on money one day, and I gave you one of these yesterday, but I want to actually have a lesson on it. So the reason we're kind of working on all the things we're working on in math is because we're done with our math workbook. But when I gave you guys a test, the things that I just mentioned, the time, the money, and this, these are some areas that maybe we could still use some work on, okay? Like a lot of people needed some help or made some mistakes. And so, did you know that tests aren't just to see how good kids are doing? They're to see how good I'm doing. So when I see a lot of kids not, missing some things, then I know that I need to do a better job in that area, okay? So, you guys know how to add and subtract. Everybody does that very, very well. That's not what we need to work on. What we need to work on is drawing the picture. Drawing the picture that goes with a story problem, that's called representing the story problem or showing how we understand the math, okay? So you need to be able to show me. And we had some lessons about this a long time ago, but we haven't been practicing it over and over again, and so I think we're forgetting. I think it's going to come back really, really quick. So we're going to practice for several days, and if I start to see you guys doing, better on this, then it'll make me feel better, more like you're ready. So here we go. I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to give you a different one to do on Seesaw, so you can kind of see the process. So I'm going to get a lot closer, so you might not be able to see my face, but I want you to kind of be able to see the story problem. So it says, Sam had 9 shells. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and underline that because that sounds important. He went to the beach and found 6 more shells. 6 more. Okay, well, this word more right here is an important word. So that means that I have this many and I got 6 more. That tells me I'm adding more to it. So it's probably going to be an addition problem. How many shells did Sam have then? Okay, when I see something like then or words like in all or altogether, sometimes those tell me that it's a plus problem also. So you don't have to do the picture first. If you want to try the number line or the equation first, that's fine. A lot of you guys, when you did it on the Zoom, you did the equation first. So we can start with that if you want. So we know Sam started with 9. So I'm going to put the 9 right here. And then he got 6 more. And that word more tells me that it's going to be a plus. So I'm going to put the plus right there. And how many more? He got 6 more. So there's the equation. I might not know the answer yet, but that's okay. If I wanted to do it on a number line, let me kind of help you remember how you would show your work on a number line. So I started with 9. So I'm going to put a big dot where the 9 is. I knew the 9 was here because here's the 10 and the 9 is 1 less. So I put that right there. And then he got 6 more. So I'm going to be making 6 hops. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look, I can even count my hops. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hops. And what did I land on? Boom, 15. So that's my answer. So this is part of what you have to do. You have to show the equation like this, and you need to show how you use the number line. I want you to do both. I would also really like it if you underlined some of the important information and the key words in the story. Words like more and then or altogether. Okay, now the draw the picture part. Remember, this is where a lot of us had a hard time in representing what was happening in a story problem. So Sam had 9 shells. That was the first stage. So I need to draw 9 shells. Remember, in math, it's not the same as in writing. We don't need to do beautiful illustrations. Okay, this is math. We can do quick sketches. So for a shell, I could draw a circle or I could draw like a squiggle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But do you see how I grouped them all together? The first 9 are there. Now, to show that he got more at a different time, sometimes I like to draw a line to show that time happened. Like, this is what he started with, this is what he got later. So just a simple line really helps us to establish this was first, this was separate. okay? Because then that shows that you understand how many he started with and how many he got. So now we need to add, he got 6 more shells. So I'm going to add 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? He had 9, he got 6. And then we know all together he had 15. So when we draw the picture, if I wanted to do that first, it could even help me find the answer. Because then I could put the 9 in my head and count on. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And it all matches. This matches, this matches. Then I've checked my work in 3 different ways, and I know for sure that I got the right answer. Okay? So on your assignment today, read the story problem, underline the important information, draw a picture to show what's happening, use the number line, and write an equation. And we're going to keep practicing this over and over again. We're focusing on addition first, and then we will focus on subtraction, and then I'll start kind of mixing them in, okay?